Alright friends, let's try this again, shall we? Without the being so dense that you utterly miss zombies that you fucking adore.
Yeah, are you okay? Use this. Are you okay?
I'm just gonna let my hook die here again. Alright, I'll keep, you know, coming back here and cutting out the walk back and everything and retrying until this happens, friendos.
Use this.
Apologies if I'm being quiet with these friends, because focus mode. I'll probably say that after I get the take, which I survival. I think they're going to be knocking at the doors when one gets through, and then we have to be worrying about that. Oh, oh God! There's a whole other window! Well, here we go. Well, there. Now I know.
Leon, are you okay?
Hello. How'd you get in here? Yeah, this is a hard section.
Use this.
This is just like survive at this point.
Leon, are you okay?
I think this is what my friend meant by use them on the noodle monsters when you get back to the village, because he said that to me. I think this is what he meant. These things and the sheer hordes of them are a problem right now. For certain.
This never ends.
Yeah, it's feeling like that. Alright. I hate to use this without the yellow, but god dang it. Alright, it's giving me so much handgun ammo that I should probably just keep with the handgun. Especially because I have a really nice one right now. Ah, here.
Leon, are you okay? Use this. Leon, upstairs.
Ah. Now. Combine. This is hard. Oh no. Hard like my penis. I apologize for that. That was a little bit but I'm sure some people are not in the mood. Maybe you can find it funny. I'd be glad about that.
Leon, are you okay?
Could be okayer for sure. Oh hey, we did it. Woo!
Looks like they're backing off. So, what do we do now?
The bridge I crossed to get here's out. So I guess we have no choice but to keep moving.
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Who the hell are you, dude? Jesus Christ, he's so damn mysterious, and the fact that he just kind of saves our asses and then fucks off, and this is twice now. Well, I mean, okay, the first time it was like we saved him, and he seemed cool, and then he got taken. This time he saved our ass, and it was like, alright, go now. Like, what is he doing, and why isn't he staying with us? It's clearly better for everyone's survival. The plot thickens. Let's first loot the beep out of this place. That's a yellow herb. Do I have any reds left? I think I panicked and used... I think the 2 reds that were in here. Whoops. Yeah, oh well. Well, if there is another, that'd be nice, but I'm holding on to that yellow. Hopefully we'll get a red soon, but... We survived that. That's what matters. Welcome to survival horror. It's called that for a reason. Now, yeah, I would love to manage my resources better, but that's difficult to do when you're panicking. And this game brings that out of me for probably very obvious reasons, like it's, you know, spoopy, because it's made to be spoopy. Anywho, continuing onward. Hello, I will take that hand grenade. I will loot the world, because there's a lot of things to loot in here. Whoops. Once again, you can always do the ladder thing. I always forget to do the ladder thing when it counts, because I'm busy trying to shoot them on the ground, because it's the immediate way to get them the fuck out of my face. Because, no. Spoopy. You know, so maybe I'll get out of that and be more privy to doing this kind of stuff, because I could also push this in front of that fucking window, and this in front of that window, but instead I was just like, shoot, 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 shoot. I mean, it worked, but I ended up probably using more health than I probably should have thought about, because the thing is that these tools are probably there mostly to prevent you from having to waste your resources, because the game really does dole them out to you slowly, and you have to think about it. And it's probably going to get brutal, more and more brutal. I almost said brutaler, and that's not a word. But yeah. Sure, it's only going to get more and more brutal. Anywho, you got anything for me, friendo? Anything new, perhaps?
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Always do. Okay, nothing new,
What are you
apparently.
selling?
Do I have anything I'd like to sell, though? I don't think I do.
What are you buying?
What's he got here? Nothing to... Oh, hey! He has first aid spray. Give me
that
that.
all?
Please. Freaking give me that. Yep,
Thank
no
you.
more. He hasn't had that in stock for a hot minute, but he had that in stock there. It was good, man. Man, I'm using hot minute out here. That's how you know I live in fucking Oklahoma. Right, no, deep south down here. Anyway. Save the video game. Actually, I'm gonna take whatever thing I just saw that I could take first. Just in case I forget it. Alright. 2 roots. Just a while ago, I was informed by Lord Sadler that our men had shot down a United States military helicopter. There shouldn't be any more outside interference for a while now. Unless the United States government determines who the traitor is, they can only initiate very small covert operations. We must use this time to our advantage and recapture the girl. The 2 Americans can only get out of our territory by using one of the 2 routes. This is where we will... One of 2 routes. This is where we will stop them. We shall make use of our forces to the greatest degree. We will deploy a large number of ganados in one of the routes to ensure that they do not slip by us. For the other route, we shall leave the task to El Gigante. Whichever route they take, the agent will never leave here alive. Not with the girl, at least. Well, we are... Well, at least hopefully going to not allow that plan to come to fruition and get the fuck out of here anyway, because we're the protagonists, but this is a survival horror game, so I don't know. I think part of the reason why I've always been hesitant to play survival horror games is it seems like they tend to have endings and stuff that, you know, where people die anyway. Except I might be wrong about that, because that's most horror movies. I don't know if games do that, because I've never really played a horror game. I just assumed that's what horror was. I didn't want that. I didn't want to do all this work going through a game and then my character isn't survived at least. Now, honestly, if both Leon and Ashley don't survive at the end of this game, I'm gonna kind of be upset. Or at least I'd much... Okay, I'm not really gonna be upset, I don't think. I would just much rather them not be dead, because that just... Oh, really? But I'll let it go, because it's a survival horror game, but I'd rather have my efforts be rewarded with at least the lives of the people that I went through the whole game, you know, alongside, you know. Like, it's really... I hate main character deaths, and while yes, death is a realistic thing, we aren't here to be realistic. We're here to be in our little fantasy world where even in situations like this, we can come out of the other side and be alive, boys and girls. And the situations are amazing and, like, all sorts of things that can't be in real life, because it's really fun to think about that, right? And to be immersed in these things that can't really happen IRL, right? You know? And part of that is this little fantasy world where everyone can survive and be cool, except I know that a lot of stories aren't like that. I would just rather write a lot of things like that. Now, by be cool, I don't mean like no conflict or anything like that. That is boring stories. I'm not gonna lie there. That's unless it's done in a rather tasteful way, and there's some like minor conflict. There's some slice of life stuff I can point out that doesn't really have your normal conflict, but has been really enjoyable to me. But there's still some kind of dynamic, you know. But anyway, friendos. Left, right, or quit. Let's see here. By dynamic, it means, you know, something that's not exactly like all hunky-doriness, unless you can point out one. I think there are several that are like that. You know, like, I'm thinking of slice of life, like anime and stuff. I feel like there's several that are just really chill and laid back, and there's nothing really bad about them at all. But there's just normal humans being humans, which tends to not always be like the most pleasant thing ever, I think. But don't quote me. Anyway, okay, so it looks like I can open one gate or the other, and that stays open. Okay, cool. Now I'm thinking, okay, where we need to go. Yeah, it looks like I made the right choice if I'm gonna leave this one open, because this way I can sneak around back, and I guess presumably not get full frontaled as much by zombies and things. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm still gonna clear out everything, but I'm gonna go this way. So let's do it. Unless I can't clear out everything for whatever reason. But I certainly will try my best. Let's do it, friendos and friendettes. So yeah, hopefully I get hold of a... Oh, hi. Oh, that's the that's the Gigantor we were talking. Okay, I'm sure. Okay. Okay, I should have really paid attention to the whole roots thing. Oh god. Snatches her up. Did he just kill her? No, she's fine. I think it's because I shot his arm, though, or he might have killed her. Or at least took her away. Die, motherfucker. Okay, yeah, that also makes him drop her. Yeah, I have some more handgun, but I'm gonna use TNT. There we go. We got this, except ow, Ashley is very hurt. She's very, very hurt. What would I get from this one, though? A lot of money. Alright, alright, Ashley, I guess I'll give her that first aid spray, because ow. So, yep. Use on Ashley. There we go. She's good now. Alright. It's the man I've been wanting to see.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on. What are you buying?
Oh, hey, he has
Is
another
that
one.
all?
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alright. Nothing really else. Okay, cool.
Come back anytime.
Alright, I will keep this way going. I killed that thing without taking one hit. I'm proud. Ashley nearly died, but she didn't. And now we're good. We're Gucci boys and grills. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm literally going to just save after that, because what if I go to the next area and then just die real quick? Then I'll have to probably redo Colossi and Briss. I'm not sure, but I'm going to act as if that is the absolute only possibility, because I have been burned before by not saving in this video game, for sure. Alright. By not utilizing these, like, basically to be as save scummy as possible as you can in a save point based save system like this. I'd rather do that than make you guys sit through a lot of me dying. Also, I'd like to not die a lot anyway. So, yep. Open! Open! Okay. Door kicking! Kicking the door a lot of times. There we go. Hello, I see loot. I like loot. Loot is nice. Give me loot. If it's given me so much loot, I'm spooked what's coming up next. To be entirely fair. Ooh, old key. With accompanying spoopy noise. Oh, this is a lot of loot, man. Like, I'm a little spooked. By the way, what's the yellow ammo? I don't think I've seen that before. No, hold on. Okay, it was more shotgun shells, I think. I decided it was a yellow box for a second, but it was a red box. I think it might have been because they flashed yellow, I think. I don't know. Just looked yellow to me for a second. Yeah, okay. There's something. Okay, this room doesn't even have any enemies. This is like the, hey, you're about to get, like, you know, you're about to get in a hard fight. Is basically what this feels like right now. Ripple. So, yeah, let's keep prepared. Part of me also wants to. Now, what I'd love right now is a red herb. I'd love that very much. Now, I do have another first aid spray, but I'd also like one more full heal item just in case, because I'm pretty sure that this is about to be an ow type of situation. For certain. A big ol' ow type of situation right here. Now, do I keep doing this or nah? I want to go back because I'm spooked. if they're giving you this much just leeway and loot and time to kind of chill, there's something coming up. I was expecting there to be zombies that whole way down, even after Big Colossi, bruh, but nah. So there's gonna be something big. A chamber or two from there, Garen Fukenteed. By chamber, I mean room, basically, or area. Load space, instance, whatever you'd like to call that. Alrighty, I'm guessing the old key is what we need here. Let's do it. Alright, what's going on? Another shopkeeper. Yeah, if they're giving you all this, there's something. Like, there's not even enemies here. I'm surprised.
What are you
But
buying?
that must mean this next area is a doozy, boy. Sadly, I can't buy a second first aid spray, but I'd love there to be an herb around here. We'll see. They gave us a bunch of herbs in there. I just used them in panic to make sure I got through that section. I didn't really need to, especially if I had thought to utilize the environment, which I would love to do. I'd love to go through this game again, also on the channel, and just, you know, work on better strategies now that I kind of have a feel for the game because I played it through once. Because there's a lot of different things you can do with it, and I enjoy that very much. And by do with it, I mean very different ways you can get through each situation. I really enjoy allowing the player that freedom. I just don't tend to utilize that freedom a lot of time and stick to my guns, so to speak. Oftentimes, stick to one strategy that, you know, to brute force through things, but I find it's fun when I actually vary it up, but oftentimes I want to get through the story and I want to just experience each scenario and the rush and the feelings and everything, and I'm not too concerned about how I do things. But, you know. Anywho.
Come back anytime.
Green herb. I love a red herb right now. But several greens is nice too, because that way I can use one semi-safely to heal just in case in a fight. I just really would love if there was a red around here somewhere. Also, any enemies in here? I feel like there probably is. Another Toyp Reuter. Toyp Reuter. T-O-Y-P W-R-O-I T-E-R. Village's last defense. I clearly underestimated the American agent's capability. He's still alive. I thought that we could wait until the egg hatched, but at this rate, he could destroy the whole village before it does. We must take care of this nuisance. We shall change our priorities. For the time being, we will cease our hunt for Louis and ambush the two Americans. But that's a bad strategy, because that way Louis is free to come help us again, and he's proved very capable. So we'll see. And if they're not looking for him, he could also help us out behind the scenes some way. We'll see what he does. Because I think he's gonna save our butts again, especially if they're stopping looking for him. There's a building used to enlighten betray. Oh god, that sounds like torture. Lovely, beautiful. These people are into everything wholesome, apparently. Jesus Christ. There is a building used to enlighten betrayers, just beyond the point where you get off the lift. It's a perfect place for ambushing them. If all else fails, they still would need to face me in order to get past the last gate that leads out of the village. For only before my sight will the gate open. Interesting. I love how you're laying all your plans out for us to find, you doofus. Anyway. This is one of those cocky villains who just think they have everything handled all the time. And then they realize they don't, but they're still like, but we still have it handled, we got this, and then the heroes kick their asses. Alright. I'm just gonna really comb this area to make sure there's no red herbs around here, specifically. God, I'd love a red herb right now. There's so much open space. Give me a red herb in here somewhere. I don't think they're gonna at this point. They gave me 2 in that house, I think. Or at least 1 that I could have held off on using. It's probably gonna help you get through that, but I also feel like it's possible to get, definitely possible to get through without using that. And definitely possible to use words better. Okay, so yeah, that actually use English the right way. I don't know what I was saying. That's why I ended the sentence that way. I forgot what I was saying. I forget what I was saying. This is probably the gate he was talking about. Yeah, before my sight will it open. I guess this is the only way out of this village. This light looks like it's some sort of retinal scanner. Yeah, okay, before my sight, the gate will open. Okay, what's up here? Because I feel like I should be going in that door right there, so. Unless this ski lift is... This is a mountainy area? I guess I didn't realize that this whole time. I'm sure we... Oh yeah, okay, I'm seeing enemies down there already. That's gonna be fun, I suppose, although it's not. Anyway, okay. What's that red door? Is that the other path? Do I even? Because I'm guessing there is gonna be loot that way. But do I risk it? I mean, I was able to save at that build. You know what? YOLO, let's do it. Let's see what happens. If I go through here... Oh, no. Must be barred from the... Okay, so I can't go back that way. I cannot go that way. That must have been the other path. Let's actually confirm. Yeah, that was the other way through here. But I can't go back through there. And I'm not about to circle around either. And I just realized there was also an item... Hold on. Hold on. Can I... Okay. I want to get as many of those, shinies as possible. I'd really love to. By shinies, I mean the stars. I'd really love to get those. And there's one in this, like, free open area. I might as well look for it, because it's not far. I'm glad I remembered, but yeah, I'm not going to try to get everything until maybe next run. I'll use a guide or something, it'll be nice. Alright. Purple gem. That also definitely was set in something, and I do wonder if I need a lot of things in order to do that. Now, I do wonder if I can go ahead... Yeah, I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna see if I can go ahead and go back through that other way, and if there's loot that way. and if I can survive everyone that way. Because I've already survived the mini-boss that I accidentally chose because I didn't really understand the note was actually foreshadowing exactly what was going to happen. And probably more of those in the past that we found were doing that than I realized at the times. I'm sure at this point. I wasn't really realizing it was all like things that were about to happen in the story for some reason until then. Unless it wasn't all that way. Unless it was just like general plans, but that one was very laid out like, hey, you know. But yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna even sell that one to him because that looks like that green gem that was broken off of something gold, it looks like. So I'm gonna keep those around just in case we can get a big, super expensive thing later. Out of like combining those with something else. I'm guessing that's why they're specifically mentioned to have been set in something. Okay. The right gate was the one that was open. Now let's open the left gate, and let's get the loot over there, hopefully. I'm hoping there's a red herb or 2 or 7 or 12 in there, and that I don't get hit much so that I can have those. There's definitely not going to be 7 or 12, sadly. I'm certain of that. Ah, okay. I need to stop pausing to numb so much in such a video game. Ouchie. Yeah, be more careful, Dirty. I gotta be more careful. But yeah, the loot and stuff here seems to be worth fighting these guys better. So, I'll take those routes. Oh, I can also hide. I can also hide in there. Until, like, someone comes? Oh, she can. That's... Okay, I could have had her do that earlier and then she wouldn't be low health. Probably wants to restart this scenario. Also, I could have shot that thing. See, I need to get... Okay, this is my opportunity to work on bettering my environmental payload skills. I want to burn it into my brain that I want to do this instead of just blunt force and shoot field. So, retry. Okay, I saw an axe. Where did the guy come from? Where? I don't see him. Oh, he's up there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm a little hurt. A little less than Gucci, but loot me. Or not? This time? Why am I not getting loot this time? Unless I already picked it up and I don't remember. That would be me. I would totally do that sometimes. Okay, there we go. And it's cool that I can whistle her out of hiding. That's nice. Alright, so... Did we go through here? Remember, I could also blow... I did, I think. I think I actually hurt myself when I blew that up. Gotta be real careful. Okay, back to the Red Hawk because I still have pistol ammo for days and TMP ammo goes quick, so... Still the 9mm for days. The TMP ammo goes real quick, so... Okay, I've got to stop letting them grab me, because it doesn't look like they actually do anything when they grab you, but they do. I keep forgetting that. If you even get grabbed, you get damaged. What I need to do is exactly what friends see it, which is kneecap, and then just run up and stab their prone body. Slash. Where are they coming from? There, okay, wow, I didn't see him. That was some good, That's right, you gotta shoot that thing. Oops, now I'm a dead boy. Alright. Retry to him after I take a break. Yo, Chief.